Hi everybody, this is William from the Godzilla Files coming at you today with another box day. This one is from Michael from the Facebook group. I was able to get one of the... He's still selling some figures, just so everyone knows. Pretty good prices all around. Would definitely recommend. I was able to pick up this guy for a relatively good price, right around the price that he was when he came out. And I'll show you who this figure is in just a second. But yeah, so hopefully you guys all enjoyed God Game Week. I kind of got sick through part of it, so unfortunately one of the videos I wanted to do didn't happen. But I'll probably end up doing that, down the road. So, okay, here we go. Nothing here. There we go. So, Godzilla. Tokyo S.O.S. From the Millennium series. So, you guys can take a look at him first. Can't really. There we go. This view. So yeah, in my past videos, I've kind of said that I'm not the biggest fan of the Millennium series, and that's still true. But I do want, figures from all eras of Godzilla, and I been recently watching more of the Millennium series to kind of see which one I would want to get, which representation of Godzilla I would want to get. And honestly, I was close to getting the Godzilla from Final Wars, mostly just because I had Gigan. But this one actually stood out. I'm trying to get the wire here. This one actually stood out the most because I actually really enjoyed the two Mechagodzilla movies. So I thought, you know what? Why not, right? Like I said, I got him for a good price. Michael is still selling things, I believe. I definitely would recommend. He was quick. He gave me a tracking number and everything. So definitely recommend, if you're going to buy anything off the group, he would definitely be something to buy from. Okay. So like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of the Millennium series, but this Godzilla I thought was a perfect representation of him. I liked his look. I really liked the movie. So, overall I just thought, let me go with this one. I think he, is definitely what I would like, And I probably won't get too many more Millennium series figures that come out. I am looking at the Kiru to go with this one, but besides that, I don't really see myself picking up any other Godzilla figures. But yeah, really great looking figure. First figure that comes with two tails that I actually have to put on, so I gotta see how to do that. It can't be too difficult. I'm assuming, warm that side up, push this one in, kind of almost like what you do with the big tail, the bottom. So let me go take care of that, and I'll be right back, and I'll talk more about the figure in just a little bit. Alright, and I'm back. Before I show the figure, I'm just going to say, like all the X-Plus figures, love their cover. Definitely going to keep this one. I'll cut it, break it down and take care of that. I don't keep boxes fully. I only keep the covers on the artwork that I really like. So yeah, without any further ado, let's take a look at the figure. And here he is. Godzilla from Tokyo S.O.S. And let me say this, first off, the tail was probably one of the hardest things to put on. This was the first time I ever had a two-piece tail that I had to actually put on myself. So that was very frustrating, to be completely honest with you. I think I have another Godzilla that might have that. I think maybe the 62 might, 30 centimeter 62 might have it. I'm not sure. I have to take a check and kind of look. But overall though, like this figure, yeah, I love it. He just from every angle looks great. And the one thing that I really like about him is the fact that he has a different pose than most Godzillas. Most Godzillas are usually like lurching forward, or they don't really have too many dynamic poses. But he's very different. He does, and I definitely like the fact that it looks like he's roaring and looking up at the sky and everything like that. Another thing that I really like about this figure is one, his scar, which I'm not sure if you'll be able to make out. There you go. From the last movie, from Godzilla X Mechagodzilla, or Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla, he basically gets his chest like blown open, and in this one he has a scar from that last battle. So that's really cool. I also love his hands. I don't know what it is, but for some reason I just really like that. On his spines, his dorsal plates, look really good too. I don't have any complaints about that. I love like kind of the design. I don't think it's as extreme as some of the other Millennium designs, but I think this is actually like a better balance of traditional Godzilla and a new look. So I think that's another reason why I liked him. Really I think the biggest difference between this series of Godzilla films and the other ones in the Millennium series was that they actually had more than one. The Millennium series are kind of like all one-shots. So this is one of the few ones that isn't, and I think it's the only one. So that's something I definitely do like. His face, looks great from every angle. Everything looks good. Teeth, mouth, yeah, love it. Feet, you can't always, the feet is always one of those funny parts about Godzilla's because you almost never really see it. So the fact that there's that much detail on the feet is pretty amazing, and I definitely do think the feet look great. I think he's going to be a bit of a shelf hog a little bit because of the fact that his tail is extremely long. This is definitely one of the bigger figures I feel like out of the line, but overall, I love this guy. I think for a representation of the Millennium series, I think this is all I really need. Like I said, I think he'll look great next to my Kiru once I get him. But yeah, no, I strongly recommend. I know he's kind of difficult to come by now. I think there are a couple of people that are selling it in the Facebook group. You can always try eBay. I don't think the prices are that great, but they never are. So journeying through that as you may. Good luck. But yeah, I definitely strongly recommend getting your hands on him if you particularly like the Millennium series. I think he'll be a perfect representation of that. Again, they knock it out of the park. So, yeah, I can't even find like a. I always like to say like there's maybe one flaw or something in each one, but this guy is one of those ones where I look and I keep looking, and I'm like, oh, nothing. There's nothing wrong with this. And he looks exactly like he did in the movie, like he was just taken out, from it and put in here. So, yeah, definitely try to keep your eyes out for him. I strongly recommend that you pick him up if you can, especially for a great price. I got him for $180.